acupuncture is something both of us are very familiar with, aren't we, Judy? But you found a fascinating new application for it.
I did, Olivia. I spent some time in the bright new world of colorpuncture. Its developer says that this could actually be the medicine of the future.
And so now just 5 seconds on this side. So that's balancing the left and right brains.
Brendan Coogan is getting a colorpuncture treatment. It's acupuncture with crystal wands instead of needles. It's based on the work of Peter Mandel, a German naturopath who's found a way of tapping into the part of the brain that regulates the energy system in our bodies.
We apply specific crystals of particular colors to the skin, and then the skin acts as a receptor for the light and goes into the body and affects the brain. And via its effect on the brain, we have release of neurotransmitters that then regulate the energy system in the body.
Brendan's being treated by Rosemary Bourne at her office in San Rafael, California. Rosemary is a doctor of Oriental medicine and director of the Institute of Esogetic Colorpuncture, USA. She's been treating Brendan for virtually his entire life to keep him physically and neurologically healthy.
I was initially introduced to colorpuncture by Rosemary. After Brendan was born, he had a very difficult labor, which resulted in a C-section. So Rosemary came to my home soon after we brought Brendan back from the hospital and gave him his first colorpuncture treatment as an infant. He was just less than a week old. And she showed me how to do it, and then I continued with that. And I was very impressed by how calm Brendan was after the sessions, how much better he slept, and I thought it was very effective in the early stages.
Brendan's visit today didn't actually begin on the treatment table. It started with a trip to the Kirlian photography machine that yielded a photo of Brendan's energy field. In colorpuncture, it's a critical diagnostic tool.
We can see a great deal of information about the energy pattern as it's emerging from the fingers and toes, which tells us about all the different organ systems in the body, the changes in the brain waves, and it also gives us information about the psychological and to some extent the spiritual state of the person.
Well, I'm a registered nurse, and so I've seen a lot of different types of modalities, and I feel that by using the colorpuncture, especially with a child, that Brendan, as a child, being more sensitive to this treatment, it's been very, very effective for him.
Brendan, too, is a fan of colorpuncture.
Sometimes when I come in and I'm not feeling that well, when I have the treatment, I feel a lot better.
Now, I noticed she had different colors on your different parts of your face. Can you feel that when the light's on you like that?
Yeah, I feel the lights in different places.
What's it feel like?
Well, it feels kind of tickly.
Tickly in a good way?
Yeah, it feels tickly in a good way.
Children are by no means the only beneficiaries of this tickly treatment. Colorpuncture's been a part of Caroline Skippa's life for 16 years, from the time she was 6 years old.
And I wasn't getting sick. With these treatments, it kept me all kind of on one level instead of, you hear about kids that are getting colds and, all types of sicknesses, and that never really happened to me.
Caroline's recently graduated from college, and she's facing some big new challenges in her life.
It's really interesting to see your photo at this time. I know that right now things are fairly insecure for you. You're looking for a job and you've just gotten out of college. And so what I think would be a nice thing for us to do tonight would be to try and help you open up that implicit space. What it'll do is it'll give you some more serotonin and connect you a little more with your sense of, this is who I am and this is what I'm doing, and it'll help you overcome a little bit of that fear to move forward.
Caroline's mother is a nurse practitioner who's familiar with a wide variety of integrative therapies, including colorpuncture.
You could use colorpuncture to treat a cold, I was using Colorpuncture to help balance her hormonally when she was older, and do de-stressing and relaxation treatments for her. And also for using it for relationship between mother and daughter.
When I was going through puberty, my mother started going through menopause, and we sort of met in the middle, and it was hell. I mean, we were at each other's throats every morning. I would get up and say, I don't want to go to school. She'd be like, okay, well, I have to go to work, so you are going to school. And we were just like back and forth. So when she was able to bring Colorpuncture into it, it kind of soothed us both, you know? And it's definitely a bonding experience for mother and child.
Rosemary says Colorpuncture can indeed help treat both emotional and physical issues and be a great preventative tool as well. Basic Colorpuncture kits are also available for home use. Donna Marie Skippa says Colorpuncture should be part of every parent's health plan for their children.
Oh, I think it's a great thing for moms. I think that every household should have a Colorpuncture set. And the reason I say that is because it is so gentle. It's such gentle therapy, but yet at the same time it's very powerful.
So Caroline, I'm going to do one more treatment on you that I think will really help you to relax all the organ systems in your body.
It's a therapy that its advocates say can help us stay healthy through every phase of our lives.
And so what I'm trying to do with this, as well as the opening the enteric brain, is to help you feel more connected with yourself.
Judy, have you had a Colorpuncture treatment?
Yes, I did. In fact, I'm a big believer in acupuncture and color therapy, so when you combine the two, it's a really powerful treatment.
Wow. Is Colorpuncture available in many places?
It is. There are practitioners all over the world, and the best part about it was once you've gone to a practitioner and they teach you how to use the wands, you can buy them and use them on yourself or use them on your children, which is one of the things they were doing with it.
Oh, fantastic.
It's great.